One study session turned into forever, trapped by my alien classmate and her gorgeous mom. The invitation. Marcus Chen had spent the entire semester trying not to stare at Zafira during advanced xenobiology lectures. She sat 3 rows ahead, her iridescent copper skin catching the laboratory lights in mesmerizing patterns, her flowing silver hair cascading down her back like liquid moonlight. The Xylari exchange student never seemed to notice his glances, or perhaps she did and simply chose elegant silence. When his datapad chimed with her message, Marcus nearly dropped it. "Study session tonight? Group project needs attention. My residence, 7 p.m. Z." He arrived at the modest dwelling in the university district as rain began falling, the droplets hissing against the energy barrier that protected the entrance. The door opened before he could knock. "Marcus, thank you for coming." Zafira's voice was melodic, her violet eyes holding his gaze longer than necessary. She wore a simple flowing garment that shimmered with her movements, adapting to her body temperature. He stepped inside, shaking rain from his jacket, and froze. Another Xylari woman stood in the living area, older but breathtakingly similar. Deeper amethyst-tinged skin, silver hair streaked with platinum, and those same hypnotic violet eyes that seemed to look directly into his soul. Her presence commanded the room with quiet authority. "This is my mother, Serena," Zafira said softly. "She wanted to meet the human I've been telling her about." Serena moved forward with fluid grace, extending her hand in the human custom. When Marcus took it, her skin was surprisingly cool, smooth as silk. "My daughter speaks highly of your insights, Marcus Chen. Please, sit. We have much to discuss." The study materials lay forgotten on the table as Marcus settled onto the low couch, suddenly aware that this evening might be about far more than academic collaboration.
Unveiled intentions. The first hour passed in genuine academic discussion. Marcus found himself relaxing, impressed by both women's sharp intellects and the way they listened to his theories about cross-species biological integration. But beneath the scholarly surface, something else simmered. Serena poured a luminescent beverage into 3 glasses. Xylari ceremonial tea. It enhances emotional receptivity. We thought perhaps you should understand our customs better. Marcus sipped cautiously. Warmth bloomed through his chest, making his awareness of the 2 women sharper, more vivid. He noticed how Zephyra's skin brightened subtly when their eyes met, how Serena watched him with an intensity that made his pulse quicken. "Our people are empathically sensitive," Zephyra explained, moving closer on the couch. "We feel the emotions of those around us, especially when connections form. Marcus, we've both been drawn to your warmth, literally and emotionally." Serena set down her glass. "Xylari are cool-blooded. We seek those whose presence brings heat to our lives. For months, Xylari has come home glowing after your classes together. When she described you, I felt curious myself." His heart hammered. "I don't understand. Are you saying that we desire you?" Serena finished simply. "Both of us. In Xylari culture, bonding can involve multiple partners when the resonance is right. We felt yours from the beginning." Zephyra's hand touched his arm, her cool fingers sending electricity through him. "We know this is unconventional for humans, but we couldn't let the semester end without knowing if you felt even a fraction of what we do." Her skin began to glow softly, copper warming to gold wherever she touched him. Marcus looked between them, brilliant, beautiful, and completely sincere, and realized he'd been denying his own desires all along. "I feel it. I've felt it every time I see you." Serena smiled. "Then let us show you what that means."
The first connection. Zafira leaned forward, hesitating just before their lips met, giving Marcus every chance to withdraw. Instead, he closed the distance himself. Her kiss was cool velvet, but warmth bloomed instantly where they connected. Marcus felt a rush of emotion that wasn't entirely his own. Zephyra's joy, her longing, her nervous excitement flooding through their empathic link. Her skin brightened to brilliant amber beneath his hands. When they parted, both breathless, Serena was there. She cupped Marcus's face with maternal tenderness mixed with something far more passionate. "May I?" He nodded, and her kiss was deeper, more assured. Centuries of life behind every movement. The empathic connection intensified, and suddenly Marcus felt both of them, their emotions interweaving with his own in beautiful complexity. "The resonance is perfect," Serena whispered against his lips. "I haven't felt this in decades." Zephyra pressed against his side, her fingers tracing patterns on his chest. "Come with us. Let us show you how Xylari love." They led them to a bedroom bathed in soft bioluminescent light. The bed was large, covered in fabrics that seemed to shift colors. Marcus's nervousness must have shown, because Zephyra took both his hands. "We move at your pace," she promised. "Always." He pulled her close, kissing her deeply while Serena's hands slid around him from behind, her lips finding his neck. The dual sensation was overwhelming. Cool skin warming rapidly, their shared emotions amplifying every touch. Clothes disappeared gradually, reverently. Marcus explored Zephyra's glowing copper curves, while Serena guided them with gentle touches and whispered encouragements. When they came together, the empathic bond blazed like starfire, pleasure echoing between three souls until individual boundaries dissolved.
A night of discovery. Time lost meaning in the symphony of connection. Marcus discovered that Xylari biology responded to emotion, their skin glowing brighter with passion, patterns of light dancing across their bodies like living art. When he made Zephyra gasp with pleasure, her whole form blazed golden copper, and he felt her ecstasy as his own through their bond. Serena was patient and intense, showing him rhythms and touches that made his human warmth bloom through her amethyst skin in waves. She guided her daughter, encouraged Marcus, created harmonies of sensation that left all three trembling. "Your heat fills us," Serena whispered during a quiet moment, all three tangled together. "Not just physically, your presence, your emotions, you make us burn so beautifully." Zephyra nuzzled against his chest, her silver hair spilling across him. "I knew from the first day. When you smiled at me in class, I glowed so brightly that everyone noticed. Mother asked what happened. I told her I'd met someone extraordinary." They moved together again, slower now, savoring every kiss and caress. Marcus learned their bodies as they learned his, the sensitive places that made them shiver, the ways they responded to different touches. The empathic connection meant honesty was automatic. Every pleasure given was pleasure received, magnified through their bond. As the night deepened, exhaustion mingled with satisfaction. They lay intertwined, skin still glowing faintly in the darkness, hearts beating in synchronized rhythm. "I don't want this to end," Marcus admitted quietly. Serena's hand found his in the darkness, squeezing gently. "Then don't let it." Zephyra pressed closer. "Stay with us, not just tonight, always." In the peaceful aftermath, surrounded by their warmth and light, Marcus realized he'd already made his choice. Forever begins. Morning light filtered through the windows, finding three bodies still wrapped together in peaceful sleep. Marcus woke first, momentarily disoriented, then remembered everything with a rush of joy and wonder. Zephyra's eyes opened, violet irises focusing on him with sleepy contentment. Her skin glowed softly, copper warming to gold as she smiled. "Good morning, beloved." The word sent warmth through his chest. Serena stirred behind him, her arms tightening around his waist. He's awake? Excellent. We can begin discussions. Marcus turned to face her, confused. Discussions? Bonding arrangements, she said simply, completely serious despite their intimate entanglement. Permanent partnership contracts, living situations, family integration protocols. The Xylari Council must be notified when a multi-partner bond forms, especially cross-species. There are ceremonies, legal documentation. Mom! Zephyra laughed, kissing Marcus's shoulder. You're overwhelming him. I just want him to understand this is forever, Serena said softly, her usual confidence showing rare vulnerability. If he stays, we won't let him go easily. Marcus looked between them, these extraordinary beings who'd chosen him, who'd shared themselves so completely. The practical part of his mind registered that he should feel trapped, pressured, overwhelmed. Instead, he felt found. I'm already trapped. You caught me the moment Zephyra walked into that first lecture. I've been yours since then. I just didn't know it yet. Zephyra's glow intensified, joy radiating through their bond. Serena's smile was radiant. Together, they cocooned him in cool skin, rapidly warming, in silver hair and gentle touches, and a love that transcended species and convention. The study project remained unfinished. Marcus never returned to his dormitory. Some traps, he learned, were blessings in disguise, and some, forever, began with a simple invitation. Lessons. True connection transcends all boundaries, species, age, convention, when hearts resonate with genuine affection and mutual respect. The most beautiful traps are those we enter willingly, where surrender becomes freedom and belonging replaces loneliness. Love multiplied is not divided. When souls align in harmony, each connection strengthens rather than diminishes the whole. Forever often begins with a single brave moment, an invitation accepted, a truth spoken, a touch that changes everything.